Definitely, I was rooting all the way for my girl Cardi B because y'all know I am absolutely in love with her. Welcome back to the show. If you are just joining us, this is Youth Cafe. I am your hostess with the mostest, Tandiwe Yego. And remember to follow us on KTN News. The hashtag to use is hashtag Youth Cafe. And as I told you at the beginning of the show, we're going to be discussing a very deep and a very serious issue. We're going to be discussing alcohol addiction, and right now, as you can see, I have my guests here with me and they are ready to share their experiences with us. So we have Jimwat, aka James Wadigu, in studio with us. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Tony Kibet and we have MC Baridi. He's an advocate for the prevention of alcohol addiction. Welcome to the show. So I'm going to start with you, Jimwat. Could you please delve a little bit into your story and let us know how things, went off kilter for you? How did it begin? What was the cause and how are you handling it?
The cause is alcohol. Okay, I've suffered from alcoholism, alcoholic addiction. And it just started casually. The way with my peers, young guys, tumetoka show, we're from the show, we have some little cash. Then it started off like a hobby, but it got to a point where you need the alcohol in your system. So it goes from a hobby or a casual thing, it's like you're employed. You need this alcohol to function. In your mind, that's what you believe. So it's like my producer used to tell me, Clemo, he used to tell me like, Jimmy works so hard to get this money, and when you get it, you just go and drink, and you have that kind of illusion kind of life because it's not real. You're forgetting your priorities and your responsibilities. Instead of paying rent, you're spending much money in the bar, like you're paying rent in the bar than paying it in the house. So it starts off just like that, teetotaling. It becomes a habit, and a habit is a disease, to the point that I had to go for rehab and recovery.
Would you say that it was peer pressure that pushed you into this kind of a lifestyle?
Kujitetea, I'll kind of say it's peer pressure because you should be very mindful of your company. But on the real, it's me, myself, who was doing it to me. Because there's no friend of yours who will force you to drink or anything. They'll buy you beers, yes. But it's you who decides to take it. And the reason I'm dwelling on peer pressure, it's because you become your friends. So like you should be very choosy of the characters you are with, because if you chill with drunkards, you'll easily become a drunkard.
That's very true, Jimwat. You are the company that you keep. And MC Baridi, you're an advocate against alcohol addiction. What got you started into this? Do you have a family member who went through this addiction, or what pushed you to start this cause?
First, I'm a prevention ambassador of HIV, TB, and malaria. And I have an organization that I'm leading CEO. I'm the head of that organization where we have 4,700 members in 47 counties and universities. Now, the problem that I myself, I drank a lot of alcohol, and I was still struggling with this for long, and not for that long. Like I will go with the story of Jimwat about peer pressure, but in my side, people look at you outside there, feel that you are good, you are doing well, and they have a lot of issues that they tell you, but you yourself, you don't have things, somebody to talk to. So like I lost my parents when I was 2 years old, both of them, and then I struggled in life and became nobody and went through a lot and paid school fees and cleared high school, and now, so feel like you go through a lot and you don't know how to talk. Now you have two parts of drinking, you don't even three parts. There's this part that you don't go to a club. You buy alcohol at home. That's the dangerous part, and that is what I was going through. Then you can drink on Friday, and then there's this thing, you just go home, you drink alone, you put music, you cry, you do your things, you fikiria. Are you getting it?
Yeah, right, got you.
Then on Saturday morning, you feel like, I need to wanasema kutoa lock. I need to kutoa lock. Huh? Yeah. So by the time you toa lock with the half of it, if it's Richard or Williamson, just let me just toa lock. The more you toa lock, the more you feel you need it more. By the end of the day, you feel you drank again on that Saturday, all of it. Then on Sunday, you want to go to church. You are still smelling alcohol. You go and come back and you go back home. You still need to tower lock. So it's about lock and lock and lock and lock and lock. And all these things are coming. Most of young people right now are committing suicide. And that's why I'm trying to now start also talking about it. Because also I believe that when you talk about it, it will disappear because now you already accepted the challenge. The other thing that people see us like sometimes we are Christians and we are saved. And then they think like if you tell somebody I have stress, they ask you, we mtoto mdogo kona stress ya nini, kona family. But they don't know that these young people go a lot of depression in their life and they don't have anybody to talk to. So the only friend that they have is entertainment. And what is entertainment? It's alcohol. And that's why I take this to start also advocating this. Yeah.
All right, before I move to you, Kibet, I just want to ask, is there any kind of an aspect of guilt in your own personal experiences? You go out on a binge, you drink all night, you come home, in the morning you wake up and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, what is this? What kind of a life am I living? Has there ever been that kind of an aspect of guilt?
First is coming like what Jimwat said, paying rent. Sometimes you feel like you have that money, you save it, and then you drink it. And you buy, sometimes you buy only alcohol of 2,000, and you have like 50K. You don't know how you're going to spend that money. You just dish the money to people outside there. The other thing is that people are judging you. So when people see you like, this guy kwangi sober. So they don't talk to you. So the time that they don't, you feel like, I don't know, Jimwat, to Shafik, ile situation you say, today, wacha pombe. Mimi na pombe, this week.
Yeah, like every alcoholic,
yes,
you quit pombe, but in quotes, because how I define addiction is anything that you can stop, but not today. So like in the songs, the way we just joke, but they're topic that have meaning. Pombe siachi leo, naacha kesho. Cause unashinda ukipostpone. And the big problem with addiction, alcoholism, itakudanganya. So like when you have problems, you keep postponing them. They don't go away. They're just building up. But the alcohol, it lies to you like everything is okay. But when you're sober, you will deal with that problem. That's why it comes with the things like kutoa lock. Because you don't want to deal with the reality. You want that escapism.
Kibet, Yamune, now tell us, what has been your experience with alcoholic addiction? What does it mean to you, for you?
Okay, for me, maybe just add something different from what they've already talked about, because I think what they've talked about is as an individual. But for me, I really look at it as an addiction, which myself, when I got into drugs, yes, there's what Jimwat is talking about. There's the casual drinking, social drinking, which I went through. So like when I joined campus, I would really balance. There's no time I would miss my assignments or miss class because of alcohol. But there's that point where you now transition into a place where you are really now addicted to it. So, and that thing, for me, my family and I really never understand it as addiction. And so, even in the campaign that we do in the ministry, we are really sensitizing families about addiction as a drug, as a disease, because you'll find that many drug addicts, they are treated as outcasts. They are treated as the black sheep of the family, and you'll find that most times the family, they really look at this person as someone who has made this choice, like this is what you've chosen for your life. But what we are really sensitizing families and even the church is that this thing is a disease. This person, even if they don't know it, they need help, they need love. And you know, as an addict, there's so many things you'll have done to family. Like for me, 2012 was my darkest year. There's so many things I did to my family, to my friends, the people who trusted me the most, the people who loved me the most. Those are the people I hurt the most. So it's very human and very natural for family to just give up, Sometimes you've paid school fees for someone, they're not going to class, and it's really heartbreaking. But what we're really just trying to sensitize families that this person needs help, and they need love, and we always just try to advise them that they can look for other options besides kicking someone out of the house, because that one, they really won't get any help. Even in university, if you suspend someone, let's say for 1 year, 1 semester, you're giving him more time to even indulge in the drugs. So for us, we are really sensitizing the society, families, and even the church that drug addiction is a disease. And people recover. Jimwat is here. I am here. We are testimonies that recovery is possible.
Recovery is possible. Make sure you do not go anywhere, because we will be right back and we're going to delve even deeper into this discussion, which is alcohol.